how do you feel it when somebody is making it fit?
No, she's nodding to me. You go in and smash this one. Okay, that's fine.
It won't take long.
It won't. A good medium, and we stress a good medium, can work in different ways. When they're presenting that emanation, because they're in the essence of the communicator, they're presenting the information, they know what they've got and what they feel. So when the recipient says, well, I can take that, immediately that voice vibration hits them, and the loved one in the spirit world goes, that's not my daughter, that's not my son. You feel it. And sometimes we can get it wrong. It's not an exact science, we can get it wrong. But we'll stick with it. And if you watch us, myself and Kerry, we'll stick to what we've got. Sometimes we know it's like not going well, but we'd rather be truthful and honest and work through that, because we know we're with the right person. It's just the mind is not opening up, they can't remember in that moment. But again, with the message grabber, I can take that. The medium should be able to feel straight away, I know you can take. And how do we deal with them? Actually, we have to be quite forceful at times. I know you can understand it, I know you can take it, but I know I'm not with you. It does not feel right. And some people will persist and will have to say, well, it's good that you can take it, please do take it, but I know I'm staying here. It's having the power and conviction. Some mediums don't like the no. So if somebody says, well, I can take it, they'll jump on them just because they're glad, because it makes them feel better, gives them. But we've got to stand true to what we feel. We've got to stand true to the communicator and say, well, no, I'm not with you. This is, I know you can take it, please do, but I know I'm here.
And if we look at, before we went into lockdown, Phil and I travelled the country, we did demonstrations, but we also went to demonstrations and we observed the energy of the contacts that were happening. And we probably went to 40, 50 demonstrations, and each one maybe had 10 or 12 contacts. That's a lot of contacts. 60% of the contacts that we saw delivered went to the wrong recipient. 60%.
So it's huge.
The medium, so I'm going to show how this happens. So I'm going to use Julia and Denise as examples, okay? So Denise, you're the message grabber, okay?
Okay.
No, I'm happy now,
I can take it.
So and I'm a bad medium, I'm going to take on the bad medium role. So I've got a mother here and I feel in with Julia and we're in an open church. And I know Julia, and then I get a no from Julia. And then I go, and I don't work my evidence properly. And I say, oh, and I still don't work my evidence. And then Denise says, I can take it. And I go, oh my God, thank God. What happens in the spirit world is Julia's loved one goes, oh, you go in then. I'll get my chance later. Denise's family comes in and goes, yay! Because the spirit world, there is a switch. The spirit world will not lose the opportunity to say hi. But Julia's loved one with the dog, maybe, because the dog wants to say hi too, don't get a chance. And that might be the only time that Julia walks inside a spiritualist church and never does again, because, whoa, that medium was rubbish. We have to stay true to our first contact. We have only knowingly done it once each, and it has been online, because otherwise we risked ruining the whole demonstration, because the power was dropping, our own energy was dropping and dropping. It was about 4 minutes in and somebody else could take it, and I actually afterwards I said to Phil, I allowed that switch to happen, because otherwise it would have killed the energy for Phil coming on and working, because he walks into the power that I've generated within everybody. And likewise, I felt bad, and I had to go and sit with the spirit world and say, I'm so sorry, but I risked the whole demonstration had I stood there, because the person was going, no, 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 and there was just nothing. There was just no leverage in the evidence, because the person I was speaking to did not want the contact. So it changed. But we see it far too often, far too often. Lazy mediumship leading to switches, spirit side, leading to spirit world not having their voice. Good question.
Be gentle with them.
That was gentle.
I know. The other side of Julia's question as well is that because we go and see a lot of people, and when we see a lot of mediums, we're not the mediumship police, but we see some horrific things that have been done and said. Even where the spirit world people, mediums will say, well, I've got a lady here, but we can clairvoyantly see, and there's a gentleman going, oh, okay, what's going on? I've lost all my bits. So there's lots of things that we see, but it's down to the perception in that moment, how the medium is. And we've got to understand, and I stress, we're not the mediumship police. In that moment, we don't know what the medium's going through in life. They might be having a difficult time, a bad night. All those factors are not in place and not working. So we don't make judgment. We just look at the general thing. This is why we never talk about names and who it is and all the rest, because we know just as well as them, we have the similar nights. We have different nights, bad nights, good nights. But again, what we try and do is stick to our intention and stick to what we feel is correct. And that's all we ask of everybody we work with and train with. Because the way that we look at it, if we're deceiving you, there's even a worse crime. We're deceiving ourselves. I'm not prepared to do that. And that's what it's all about, standing in your own truth and integrity.
And we're training the mediums, and you guys are the mediums, or training the mediums that will deliver contacts for you when you're gone. We've got to look at who are we going to have to communicate through when we're in the spirit world. I have a daughter and 3 stepchildren. I want a decent medium that I'm going to be able to work through and say, hi, I'm still here, I love you, and well done on what you're doing in your life. I don't want a medium who's going to interpret my message and then say what they think I want to be saying. So we need to be very careful about who we're putting the future of mediumship in the hands of, because they are our mediums. They're the ones that's going to be working for us when we've made that transition and taken our last breath.
And just to give you a heads up, I'll be a nightmare when I come through.
You will be.
Teasing. Good.